Junction, what's your function? Cooking up some weird stuff for your eyes to see. Dysfunction Junction, how does your function? Watch on a computer, phone, a big screen TV. Dysfunction Junction, when's the show function? Prime time after the game on NBC. Dysfunction Junction, what's your malfunction? Our brains were wired very differently. Dysfunction Junction, yeah.
Keep your ball out of the sand pit with PGA Golf Tips.
Today's first golf tip is Rory McIlroy, #1 golfer in the world, and he just has a swing that just gets you a bulge, and I don't want to go any further down that road because we know this is a family program.
Hey, you know, he's a good-looking kid. I think it's okay.
I agree. So we're going to cut, if you want to just make that cut over to, yep, there he is. So he's on the 9th hole. He's got 200 yards. He's hitting pitching wedge. And if you zoom in on his bicep, if you could just kind of show mine first. So if you zoom in on that bicep of Rory's, you'll see he just has a really nice bulge, kind of in a gourd shape. And if you just cut to him swinging, and good Lord, that's a good gourd.
He once got 20 points on a 3-point turn. He reinvented the sport of skiing. He once out-cowboyed a cowboy.
I don't always smoke, but when I do, I prefer cigarettes.
Enjoy the smooth, rich taste of a banger flop cigarette. So remember, the next time you flop, make it a banger flop.
Banger flop flops, they're always the best.
And welcome back. Today has been just an amazing tournament, and just keeps getting more amazing, especially because today's tournament is sponsored by the Kraken. Did you know that? It's the real deal. And what you got to do is you get one of those Wellington boots, fill it up about halfway full, and just go bobbing for marshmallows. You'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at Phil Mickelson's. Can we get that on the screen? Okay. Here is Phil Mickelson's swing, and his swing, you understand, folks, is unlike any others. He, some say he's not human. Basically, when he starts back here,
he's a lefty. Now reverse this in your mind, or maybe the camera does it automatically.
I don't know how this works because he's a left-handed person, and we just can't show that on TV. So you bring your hands up all the way to here. And what he does that's unlike any other human is when he swings the club, he brings it about up to his ear, actually digs in there, gets a little bit of length. Yeah, that just like that. And on his way down, he actually turns his wrists all the way around like the Exorcist, only that's his hands, and both hands spinning in unison. Somehow he does this without his hands getting all tangled up, and he hits the ball, about 900 yards.
It's the 720, I believe, is the reason. The great, majestic blue heron. Undoubtedly the bluest of the herons. The heron's in danger. He's been spotted by a predator. The attack. Fortunately, the heron has wings. And we're back. We're here back with the PGA Tour Championship. And we're watching our golfers, but we do need to shout out to our sponsor, the Half Crunkin' Bottle of Kraken. Go to little boy Tiger. Now, Tiger Woods is on the 12th hole. He's a couple holes from when the Kraken bottle was full. And he's doing very good. But I want to point out something very particular, and it's going to be your golf tip of the day. You'll see his Adam's apple if you get if you could zoom in on the apple of not our apple actually. I'm just remembering where my apple is so I can better describe the story. Traeger's apples. So he's got one apples, and
He's got
you'll
a whole
see
apple farm up there,
got
doesn't
a
he?
bushel of apples if you really count them closely, but you're probably not gonna see them on these amateur cameras. And that's how you shoot in the low hundreds.
Dude, Conker's bad fur day kicks ass.
Yep.
For real though, what is it about this game that you like so much?
I love murdering little baby squirrels who are only trying to go home to their families.
And welcome back. As you know, today's show is brought to you by the Kraken, and we've been cracking bottles of Kraken all week while we've been on tour, especially this guy, more so than me. Seriously, you might want to look at that or something. But somebody I want to talk about today is Hank Nibolopoulos. Can we play the tape?
Quick tape of Hank.
All right. First thing you notice about the guy is his calves. He's got these big heart-shaped calves.
Yeah, I would call him tree stumps.
He's Native American, this Nick Nibolopoulos. And with all the Native American spirits running through him like a pack of hounds, these calves, they draw from the life force of all the past dead cows, from all the steaks and everything, because he's a Native American and his spirit animal's a cow.
Sorry about that awkward divorce, son. Let's go to Olive Garden.
Okay.
Let's find you a new stepdad.
Okay. Try our new grilled chicken crostata, fettuccine frittata focaccia alfredo with a side of bruschetta cannelloni. Or try our new grilled steak crostata, mushy stromboli caladucci sauce with ricotta panzanella, telgasca marsala dip, and some breadsticks.
So your soccer coach is pretty good looking.
Not as good looking as this lasagna. Olive Garden. When you're here, your family's relationships are in shambles.
The PGA Tour was brought to you in part by the Kraken.
We're back with the round of the golf we've been commentating on today, and we've done some Krakens. We're down to the floaties, and they're not the worst part, but I wouldn't call them the best. So if we get some a little more Kraken to get through these last couple holes.
What I like to do with the floaties is I save them up until I have about a mason jar full. That's right, about a mason jar, and I just dig my hand way in there and just go to sleep, duct tape that off. When I wake up, it's the best skin treatment for anything ever.
Exfoliation that is not even known to most scientists. So we're going to get right into the golf tip with the trigger finished a while ago. So we're actually back on to Rory McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy.
And Rory's, if you look at the back of the back of Rory, you look at those deltoids. If we get a shot of the deltoids, so you gotta make a flying V, and if you move your back into the V, your golf game is gonna be about as good as a jug of Kraken's been for me and my partner Zacken. This has been golf. This has been a good time. You guys stay safe, Washington.
The PGA Tour was brought to you in part by the Kraken. Crack open a bottle of the Kraken.
Dysfunction Junction, what's your malfunction? Our brains were wired very differently. Dysfunction Junction, yeah.
Oh boy, it's time for the end of the segment where, for those of you still watching after the credits, we talk about our sponsor, because it would be unfair to go an entire show's worth of footage of golfing if we don't bring up our favorite friends that could make the show possible, the Kraken family and the Kraken Foundation. If you would like to explain a little bit about the Kraken Foundation, I think the users would find it very helpful.
You know, Jim, I'd love to. The Kraken Foundation is basically it's a foundation where you can sign up, and Kraken will send you a wet bottle of Kraken every week. It'll have your name embroidered on it, and also your sponsor's name, because it requires 2 people actually to sign up for it. But they ship you the bottles of Kraken 2 times per month, per person, per order. So it's actually complex. You need to sign up 2 times a week. And
let's give them the website. Let's give them the website. It's gonna be on the screen between the bottle of Kraken and my hand.
Somewhere around here. It could be lower.
Johnson, if you could just give us a graphic here.
Whenever it's just your job. So anyway, thanks again. The Krakens kept this golf tournament cracking, and good night.
Never thought I'd find golf interesting, but this Kraken's been freaking great.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Now we gotta do the outro.
The PGA Tour was brought to you in part by the Kraken.